Gerard Mayo otherwise has his hands full getting up to speed as a head coach for the first time, replacing a legend in Bill Belichick. And one of the things he's doing is trying to get a rookie quarterback, third overall pick in the draft, ready to go in Drake Maye. Here is Jacoby Brissett at the ongoing Patriots mandatory minicamp on the question of whether or not he sees improvement from Drake Maye.
Oh, definitely, tremendously, man. Every day he's gotten better, and the good thing about it is it's not like, oh, I got it right now, and I'm like not thinking about it. He's just constantly, trying to find ways to get better, making some nice throws out there, and you're seeing his progression come alive. He's been here for 3.5 weeks, a month, and he's made tremendous strides. Not only calling the plays, footwork, throwing the ball, and I guess his overall understanding of this offense.
Yeah, and look, Brissett's the guy who's going to be the starter until Maye shows that he's ready, and they're trying to get him ready, and they call it a competition. And your theory is, and I think you're right on this, they want to make sure that Maye is 100% ready to go before they put him out there, because you can't reel him back in if he's overwhelmed by the moment. That hurts his confidence. It makes it harder for him to ever get ready to go. You can be scarred by that, like Giovanni Carmazzi was scarred by his experience in the Hall of Fame game with the 49ers. He was one of the Brady Six. That was Patriots 49ers at the Hall of Fame game in 2000. And Steve Mariucci tells the story as if Carmazzi got so scarred from that, he never was able to pan out. And I think he ended up being like a sheep farmer or a goat farmer or something like that. So you want to bring the guy along. And Brissett is part of that structure and apparatus to bring him along. But Brissett also wants to play. He feels like last year in Washington, he never got a fair shake. They wanted Sam Howell wire to wire, and they got Sam Howell wire to wire for the most part. Brissett played some. But Brissett, he wants to earn that job, win that job, and have a chance to show that he can still get it done, because that could lay the foundation for him to be a starter somewhere else in the future.
Yeah, exactly right. I mean, he's got starting quarterback caliber traits. We know that. I think he's done a little bit better than we've all given him credit for when he has gotten a chance to play and all that. It might not be superstar sexy and all that, but yeah, low-end starter, bridge quarterback, that's what kind of he is. And if he can capitalize on that this year, right, maybe it can be something a little bit more established as far as a starting quarterback. But I think, there's two things. I'm always in favor, as you are, of I want the young guy to play. There's great experience there. But he's got to be ready to play to a degree. And if there's a lot of things you need to work on, and which I think he's raw, and you heard a lot of people say that, and you heard Gerard Mayo say it at the NFL owners meeting, right? Then those are the cases I go, wait, you don't want to throw a guy out there that's not quite ready, mechanics, mentality, any of that. And then, yes, then you could get disaster when bad things happen, to where it could just kind of funnel out of control, and one bad habit leads to another bad habit and everything there, right? So that's what you got to be careful of. I think there's the two things is you got to make sure the player's ready, right, to be able to at least function and have a little success and not be a disaster. And then I think the other part of that is the team ready to help the player look somewhat good and not make it a disaster for him. And those would be two things what I'd go, I'm not sure neither one are right for Drake Maye right now, right? I would go one, from what I've saw and studied, he's got a lot to work on from all aspects, throwing, mechanics, decision-making, pocket presence, all of that, right? And then on top of that, as we both know, hey, the Patriots, I don't look at their roster and go, woo, watch out. The Patriots are going to be scary, dangerous. Oh, my gosh. I know their defense will be a handful, but we know their offense has a ton of questions. So if I'm part of the Patriots, I'd kind of want to make sure we get the team going a little bit as we get the quarterback going before I throw him into the fray and see if he can sink or swim. And I just think when it all comes to it, Jacoby Brissett will be the starter week 1.
Great decision by the Patriots social media team to pick a truly impressive play from Drake Maye. That no-look pass we saw earlier, it reminded me of that play that the Dolphins social media put up a couple of years ago, showing off Tua Tagovailoa's
the fluttering deep ball.
And it was clearly underthrown and quacking the whole way. And then they got mad about it. It's like your own social media people put that out and acted like it was an impressive play. So get your house in order, Miami Dolphins. So good on the Patriots. That was impressive, even though it wasn't a long, missile down the field. It was a no-look pass that Drake Maye connected on in T-shirts and shorts, but that's part of the process of getting the guy ready for week 1. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.